Hi, welcome to helpyourmath.com. Here we are solving the problem by doing substitution. Before we start, let's talk about square. If I have -2 squared or I have -2 squared, we want to know the difference between those two. Okay. Before we do that, let's look at this one first. So I have a square. My base here is -2, so the square is for -2. This means I'm going to times -2 by itself. So square means 2 times, so I'm doing basically is parentheses -2 times -2. And the two negative times give you positive, so that's going to be 2 times 2 is 4. If I don't have parentheses, let's look at this problem right here. So the square is only for the 2. It's not for the negative sign. So here I'm having is keep a negative sign. I'm doing 2 times the 2. So answer will be -4. This is very important when we do substitution. Okay. Now let's look at our problem right here. So in order to evaluate this one, we have to know what we're starting with. So we know what A is. We know what B is. What we're doing right here is basically substitute the numbers to each term. So first we start. Whenever we have a negative, we must give a parenthesis. So that's going to be parenthesis -2 squared times the B right here is 3 times the 3. We have to keep the sign, keep this. This is a subtract, so that's going to be subtract. A is -2. Whenever negative, we give parentheses. We times, since this is positive for the 3, so I don't have to give parentheses. I'm just going to write 3 squared and plus -2 times 3. Now by order operation, we have to do square first. So let's do that first. So the -2 squared, as we just did it, that's going to be a -2 times a -2, which give you +4 times the 3. Here I'm going to do square first. That's going to be 3 squared, which is 9. Everything else I will copy it. -2 times 9. And I just copy the last one right here. So next we're going to do will be multiplications. So we're going to do 3 times 4, 4 times 3, which is 12. Of course, we're going to do from left to the right. The next one we're going to do will be -2 times 9. I'm still going to keep the negative sign right here. -2 times 9, a negative times a positive, a negative. My result is negative, which is -18. Whenever result is negative, you have to keep it inside the parentheses. That's going to be -18. Here I have a plus. I keep that. So it's -2 times the 3. That's going to be -6. Now we just have to add in those numbers. Before we add in, let's open the parentheses. So the first one here, I'm going to think about there's a 1. So it's going to be -1 times -18. Negative times negative is positive. The last one I have, I think there's a 1 right here. That's a +1 times -6. Will be -6. Now I just simple adding, subtract from left to right. 12 plus 18 going to be 30. 30 minus 6, 24. So our final answer is 24. Thank you.